It's Susanna, and I just wanted to make a quick video because I actually wanted to talk through something, and it's this idea or this experience that we can have where other people kind of reflect back to us what their perception is of our relationship with money or our situation with money. So I wanted to share two experiences that have happened to me recently where friends, bless them, people who I love, said things to me that were extremely confronting and a little bit I didn't know how to deal with. And I don't really understand what I was putting out there to attract that kind of feedback or mirroring back at me. So, what happened? The first story I will tell you just happened over the weekend. I had a friend over at my house on Saturday night, and we'd just gone food shopping for the day and, well, for the week that day. And we had a fridge full of food, and it was coming up to dinner time. And she had actually previously said, I'm going to go home before dinner. And I was like, okay, whatever. And then she was still there, and it started to become dinner time when the conversation came up, what are we going to do for dinner? And she was like, guys, I'm gonna go because I know you're on a really tight food budget, and so you don't have to like feed me or cook for me. And I was like, what? Like, yeah, we're on a budget. Like, we manage our food budget like really well. And to me it's like it's more than we actually need in our budget. We There's no shortage. Like, I feel so abundant. So it was like really shocking to me that she was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna not eat your food because I know that you can't afford it." I'm like, "What? We can. That's fine." And then we ended up ordering pizza, and I made some salad to go with the pizza, and I was like, in retrospect, it's a lot cheaper for us to feed you from like this abundance of food we already have here than to order out anyway. Like, I'm like, what just happened? How did that, what have I been saying to her to make her think, yes, we're so broke, we can't afford? I was like, hun, I really appreciate you respecting my food budget. Like, that's really respectful, but yeah, no. If I'm ever such a tight budget that I can't afford to have like someone over, like, I'm in a really bad place if that's the case. That's not how we live. That's not how we manage our money. It freaked me out. So that was one. And the other one kind of freaked me out as well was I have another friend, and both of these women have not been in my life that long. They're relatively new friends, so they don't really know me or perhaps my situation that well. Another friend said to me, and this one's like a bit more of a slap in the face. She said, "Yeah, I just think you're cheap." And I was like, "What?" Yeah, she thinks I'm cheap. I'm like, oh gosh. Like, and again, what have I been doing? What have I been putting out there to give her the impression that I'm cheap? I don't think I'm cheap. I definitely like can be totally generous. I give, I shout people. I'll give money away to charity, but I'm deliberate and intentional with my money. I don't throw it away. I give it and spend it and use it in ways that I feel bring value into my life. And if I'm in the case of giving, like, I do that really intentionally to provide something for others. Again, what have I been putting out there? And the reason I really wanted to make a video about this, because even though it shocked me and it's kind of like, I don't want to say offended me because I don't really feel offended. I'm more like bemused. Is that a word? Like, I'm like, what? um, is because I think that, there can be times where it can be really awkward and uncomfortable. If we're not comfortable with our money, how we're doing money, how we do money, or especially if we've like made a change, like maybe we've decided, okay, this is the year I pay off all my debt, and so I'm going to start becoming really responsible with my money. And then people around us are like, whoa, you got really cheap all of a sudden, or like, reflect back to us that they've noticed a change in the way we do money. And I think that like, what other people say is not the be all, really. They don't know. They're just saying what they see, and sometimes they're not even saying what they see. Sometimes they're just projecting what they think they see. And also, it doesn't matter. Like, our decisions with our money are our own, and they're personal, and nobody has the right to judge them or pass judgment or tell us that we're right or wrong about that. So I just really wanted to put that out there because, like, I obviously work with money every day. I feel pretty comfortable with my money situation and the choices that I'm making. But even I found that confronting, like, you're cheap, you're too broke to afford to have me over dinner. I'm like, what? No. Yeah, so, and again, how am I perceiving? Because cheap is a word that normally has like a negative connotation, but maybe she actually meant it as a compliment, like, because she actually did go on to qualify her statement. She's like, yeah, like, you're really responsible with your money. I'm like, yeah, well, I am that. And the other girl, I don't know, we didn't really unpack it. I just gave her feedback that, like, we're good, we're fine, we can have you over for dinner. That's not an issue. In fact, we love it. We love it. So I wanted to make this video. I hope it's given you pause for thought, whether or not anyone said anything to you and it's, given you yucky feeling. You can let that go. And also, if you are looking to make a change and you're worried about what other people think, like, just know, like, it's about you. It's about what you want. It's about you achieving your goals, and I just really want to encourage you to do that because you're worth it. And you can use your money to become more of who you are, even if other people don't see it, and you can use your money to create more of a life that you want to be living, and you absolutely deserve that and more. So that's my little rant today about feedback from friends. And if either of you are watching it, you whose name starts with a J, or you whose name starts with a Z, you know who you are. You know what you said. Thank you for inspiring this video, gorgeouses. Mwah! Until next time, many blessings from Susanna.